freaking hate dating so much. I hate it. I hate being here. I don't enjoy this. Like, none of my dates go past the first date. Either they're not what I'm looking for, or they are not what their pictures look like. Like, maybe 10 years older than the pictures. And the guys I do want to go on a second date with just want something casual. I don't know what that means, and I don't think I want it either. How do people do casual? Who has time for that? Who has the energy for casual? Like, I don't like this. Maybe I'm just gonna be a lesbian.
Mama say that happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
This recently post-wall example of modern-day self-titled female royalty seems to have a disdain for the modern-day dating market. Why should she and so many other queens be so upset with what they created? Oh, you ladies are blaming men for modern-day dating? Weren't you the ones complaining that relationships in the past were part of patriarchy, and you were the ones who got intimacy liberation? Men didn't create this modern day dating market. This is what women wanted, and they got it. Hey ladies, this is your Frankenstein's monster. Men just adapted. And this video's royal not so highness says she is not finding what she is looking for. What is that exactly? I'm gonna make a pure guess, but what most women want today is a man who is 6 feet / 183 centimeters tall, high income earner, good looking, good physique, owns properties and cars, knows how to wine and dine a woman, and only has eyes for her. Yeah ladies, a lot of these traits are owned by HVMs, and they are rare. Her point about men using old pictures in their profiles, well, many of those not so fair maidens use filters in their profiles, so touche. I'm also gonna venture that when a man says he wants something casual, he probably means he just wants to have fun or just wants to be an FWB. That actually takes less energy than a more serious relationship. But hey princess, if you want to go play for the other team, all I gotta say is better swing. Men will be here when you decide you've had enough tacos and want to come back to hot dogs. Are you searching for the right software to masterfully edit your videos? Then check out Wondershare Filmora, the one platform to push your storytelling boundaries. With Filmora, you will have access to royalty-free stock media, visual effects plugins, and smart templates to easily inject more variety into your videos. Filmora will help you grow with access to tutorials, tools, and a platform to create even better videos to share with their built-in community. Click the link in the description to sign up for a free trial and use the coupon code on the screen to save 10% on your purchase.
It's not a problem. There's workaround for every problem that you have. You're gonna stop trying to date the people who live where you live, and you're gonna date men who have time and location freedom. You're going to go out solo, showing off those luscious curves, and you're gonna go dine solo at the bars of hotels where people who travel to your city for work are likely to be. And you're gonna have nice conversations with nice men. And through that, you're going to meet people who come there frequently or who can go wherever they wanna go, who will like you. That's just inevitable.
Firstly, I want to address the message in the text. 58, overweight, invisible to men. Men are very vain and judgmental. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black as midnight. To the corpulent queen who wrote that, she seriously needs to pump her brakes. Sister, maybe you didn't know, but 80 to 90% of men have been invisible to the bulk of women in society since day one. Oh, you don't buy that? Okay, describe how your pharmacist looks like. Describe one male employee who works at the last fast food place you went to eat. Describe one male employee who works at the last supermarket you went to. Women are the undisputed champions of being judgmental towards the opposite gender in dating. And secondly, let's address the advice given by this video's self-proclaimed owner of luscious curves. The advice of outsourcing a date doesn't sound bad, but I would advise to first question your grasp of the actual situation. If you admit to being overweight, does that mean your standards match your reality? According to a top search article, links in the description, large women don't like large men. This could be the case as many women overvalue their SMV. You may not be dating in your weight class, figuratively speaking. I say you need a pure jerk to give you an unfiltered wake-up call to your reality. And the advice to go to bars for travelers to show your luscious curves may get you a few rolls in the hay, but I doubt it will get more than that. Ladies, let's just be honest here. Men are like elevators. Each one has their own weight limit. Moving on.
So look, there is a negative phrase that is going out And it's usually used by men as a rebuttal to something that we said that they didn't like in regards to dating, or the way that the current dating situation is and how men act nowadays. So they hit you with this in order to hurt your feelings. And that phrase is that you have hit the wall. At first, I didn't understand what that meant until a gentleman was kind enough to explain it to me. It just means that I am no longer desirable because I've reached a certain age and a man doesn't see a future with me like that. I had to really think about it because I'm like, what? Wait a minute. I had to really think about it because on some aspects, it's truthful. Now, if you're a dude and you have not procreated yet, you're still looking for some offspring, you're looking for a woman to be at home barefoot and pregnant, I have hit the wall, sir. I'm no longer in the market to give up any children. The factory is now closed, and I will gladly accept the title of hitting the wall.
Well, Elisa's queen has graciously accepted hitting the wall from the reproductive aspect. The thing is, the wall encompasses multiple factors, which makes a woman's chances to get a legitimate LTR a bit more difficult. Ladies, yes, the wall refers to the baby-making factory. It also refers to the elements of youthful beauty, mileage, agreeableness, hormonal shifts, new developing female medical issues, past traumas that women may have accumulated, and to a certain point, your baby daddy. As you can see, a wall smashing isn't just a one-day event. It's a biological and social process. Transitions that women go through between the ages of 30 and 35. Keep in mind, I am not saying this equals to you never finding an LTR. This refers to the 30-year-old version of you versus the 20-year-old version of you. Most women out there actually think their SMV goes up with age. Unfortunately, the exact opposite happens. Men are attracted to youth, beauty, and fertility, along with other factors. Oh, the nerve of those men actually having standards and attraction types. Only women are allowed to have those.
But in regards to quality, being able to be selected based on the fact of what I bring to the table, and I'm not talking about financial, men don't look at all that kind of stuff. I know who I am as a woman, and I know how I can make my man's life easier. Right? I know I haven't hit the wall for that. And I get offers every day, and I'm being 100% transparent with you that I am approached by both young and old alike. And some will say, well, yeah, so somebody will approach you to have sex with you, but nobody's trying to take you serious. Do you know how many relationships I have turned down this year? Because I have been through some shit. I realize what it's going to take for me to be in a relationship and be happy. I am no longer settling because you're a good guy. We're all good people in our own ways, right? But it doesn't mean that you are a good person or a good fit for the person that you happen to want. So I'm no longer caring if somebody tells me that I have hit the wall. Who cares? Because there's somebody in my age range who is on the same level that I'm on, who wants to do the things that I want to do, and they won't consider me as being hit the wall. In fact, they will let me know that I have broken right through that, and that's it.
The queen in this video does get credit for accepting she hit the wall, but at the same time, she's trying to bend the rules there by saying that somehow there is a mythical second wall out there she hasn't smashed into. No fam, it doesn't work that way. Now I do give her more points for knowing men don't care about income too much, and she said she's going to make her man's life easier. Although that's kind of vague. It's kind of like a cook saying he's going to make the restaurant manager's life easier, but gives zero details as to how that's going to be accomplished. Now, I gotta point something out that I don't think she realized was a red flag she threw out there. When this example of female royalty said she got a lot of offers from young/old men and turned a lot of relationships down, that was some high-rate carousel riding semi-self-snitching. I promise you ladies, 90% plus of my male viewers understood exactly that. Now, she also says she is not settling just because she met a good man. That is the part right there where wall smashing denial is in effect. I'm not saying women should get into a relationship with a bad man. I'm saying the exact opposite. Her words clearly said she is not going to settle for a good man. That's active hypergamy, and the reality of it is this queen probably doesn't possess the SMV to get the type of man she wants. Oh, you ladies don't buy that. She shouldn't settle for no scrub, right? Okay, how about this? Why should the ideal guy this woman wants decide he wants to settle for her? Oh, snap, you ladies seem to forget men are the gatekeepers of LTRs. Moving on.
I need you to start viewing people's emotional unavailability as unattractive. If they're ghosting you, if they're making you chase them, if they're leaving you on red, if they are confusing you, if their actions don't align with their words, that's unattractive. Full stop, no returns. And here's my justification. I'm a very strong woman and I have a lot of masculine energy. I need it for what I do for work. I need it to be independent. I need it to exist in this world. However, when I'm in a relationship, I like to really be in my feminine energy. And that's how I can be so loving and nurturing and open and pour so much love into the relationships that I'm in. What makes me lean into my masculine energy in relationships are all the things I mentioned before. If I'm chasing someone, I'm in my masculine energy, which means the person I'm chasing is in their feminine energy. And for me, and what attracts me, I find that unattractive. And so when I started to look at it like this, it's not a game. It's now I'm playing the role of the masculine. Ew. And once I started thinking like that, I cut off anyone that makes me go into my masculine immediately. That's just not what I'm looking for in a relationship. So if you're like me, and that's the type of relationship that you're wanting to be in, take a look at how you're handling situations right at the moment. Think about it.
She's going to sink, Captain.
But she can't sink. She's unsinkable.
She can't float.
Ladies, let me start off by saying that any woman out there that gives a long, drawn-out explanation as to how or why they need to switch from their masculine energy to their feminine energy, or XYZ factors in a relationship turn them masculine, yada yada yada, I call utter BS. No, ladies, you're not the Incredible Hulk that switches between forms. There isn't this magical trigger that 100% of all women have which allows them to Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde the explanations of bad attitudes. You either have a natural, agreeable feminine nature that men find attractive, or you don't. I find it incredible that only women come up with coping mechanisms of my masculine and my feminine energy to try and mask a confrontational personality. The bulk of men don't say, well, I'm sorry I messed things up that time. You have to understand, I was in my feminine energy that day. All those entitled dating princesses need to just accept they have a confrontational attitude and using the excuse of, these things put me in my masculine, or if I am chasing someone, I'm my masculine. No, princess, if you're chasing someone, it's called putting in the work for a relationship. Ladies, all I'm saying is, if you are having issues dating because of your negative attitude, trying to equate that to some internal emotions that are akin to a spandex wearing supervillain is probably not the best way to go about it. Men like feminine women, not some confrontational woman who's looking for a man who will handle her. Most men aren't going to waste time or energy dealing with that jazz. I'm just saying.
If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.